So in this afternoon's video, we're going to continue our playlist regarding SellerToolKit. So we've had a look at all the features, the dashboard, the cogs, and today we're going to have a look at the reports. Now there are some reports on there that you can use regularly, and they make a massive difference to your business, but I don't think many people either know they exist or how to use them. So I think everyone will get something out of today's video. So I'm going to hand over and say hi, Norm.
Hi, Emily. Right. Yeah, a lot of people don't actually use it. Quite right, Emily. People don't know these reports are there and what they're for and what they do. They do need a bit more description, but to request any report, you just press the button at the top, and then on your download, you've got a series of different types of reports. So I've just downloaded a lot of these reports already in preparation. And what you can do with each one of these reports is you can view them there and then. So you can just view this information here. That's just got 3 lines. You can view this information here and scroll across, and you've got paging. But it's not very not easy to look at those reports there. The best way to look at any reports is to click on the download. You've got to delete here to delete each report that you don't need anymore. So what we'll go through is how simple it is to actually download a report, or if we showed you how to create a report, then download it and pull it into a spreadsheet. So if we just pull this, we'll pull this inventory report here. Immediately it's showing up down here. It should do in your PC, and then what we'll do is if I bring across a spreadsheet and do file.
Is that in Google? Is that Google Docs?
Sorry, this is a Google spreadsheet. I find it much easier to use these Google Sheets. And then if I just drag the file that I've just dropped down into there, place the current sheet, import data.
That's really quick. Wow.
And then there's your report.
Wow, that's really cool.
Now, yeah, it's so quick and easy to do it like that rather than through Excel, and I just find it a lot easier doing it this way. What I'll do, so that's how you download and upload a report. Let's just go through what all different reports are.
Oh, so every one of those downloads is downloaded and uploaded in the same way?
They're all exactly the same. It's exactly the same process. Apart from the replenish report, and I'll show you. Well, no, sorry, I lied. If you're using Excel, the replenish report is different, but if you're using Google, it's exactly the same way.
Oh, fantastic. So what reports can we get out of STK? Because I guarantee 99% of the people watching this won't know they exist and probably won't use them. I had a coaching session this morning with someone who'd never seen one of these, and and now they're going to go and work their way through it. So.
Okay, let's go through them. Let's go through the ones that are on the screen here now. So the cost of goods update list. That's the cost of goods, which you went through on a different video to show you how to upload your cost of goods. There's 2 types of cost of goods report that you can download. I'm going to show you here. You've got the cost of goods update list and the full list. So when you first download a cost of goods, it's going to have everything. No matter which one you pick, you'll have everything on there that needs to be uploaded into SDK. After that, you can just download the update list, which just have the cogs that are missing that you've not set up since the last, you've added some more items, shipped some more items in. The update list will just have those on it. You'd only ever want to download the full list if you made a mistake on something, maybe you put in 50p for your prep cost on thousands of items. It should have been 75p. So you just download the full list, input your 75p, and then upload it again. And SDK calculates everything that has changed.
So the COGS one, everybody should be quite familiar with that. The COGS, so you need that one for STK to work properly, don't you? Really?
Yeah, if you're not going to get your proper P&L without your COGS.
So this one, everybody should be quite used to seeing. What other ones have you got on there?
Right, so now we've got inventory load of VAT codes. This is only necessary if you're VAT registered. If you're not VAT registered, still concentrate on this, because your business is going to grow. You're more than likely going to have to go VAT registered at some point. When you're VAT registered, and you sign up for Amazon's VAT calculations, which I recommend everyone does, because you don't have to worry about invoicing, you don't have to worry about anything VAT rated on Amazon, really, apart from you need to set the correct VAT codes on your listings. Now, your listings, even if there are 20 people on those listings, each individual has to set their own VAT code. So if you're selling Kellogg's cornflakes, which are 0 rated VAT, all those sellers would have to set up to say on their listing that this is a 0 rate item. If you don't set it as 0 rate item, it will go to your default. Default will normally be general tax, which is your standard VAT rate of 20%. So what you do, if you're registered, on your COGS report, you need to set the 20%, or leave it as 20% for everything, apart from your groceries, most groceries, which you set to 0, and sanitary products, which you set to 5. Now, if you set your cost of goods up correctly, what you can do then is you can go to your inventory VAT codes, and you can pick whichever market you want from here, or all markets, and then do a request, and then it will get the VAT codes. It's called the Inventory Loader file. It's an Amazon file, and it will just have your SKU on there and the VAT code that needs to be set. So what happens here is this will produce a report that you can then load into each marketplace. SellerToolKit is going to do this automatically for you in the future. So you might not need to do this by the time if this is months away.
So in the short term, within my business, I'm adding SKUs all the time, and I add lots of replenishables, and I do some that are 0 rated. So I've got into a habit every Monday, regardless, I download this document and I upload it into Amazon. I just do it every Friday. So it captures every new SKU I've sold or added to my inventory in the last week. If you wait and do it at the end of the month, you'll miss everything, the sales that have been made where 0 VAT should have applied. So it's something I think you might be saying you want to do not daily necessarily, but I've just got into a really good habit, maybe do it on a Sunday or a Friday, but I do it every Monday. One of the first things, I've got a little Monday morning task list of stuff that I do.
Yeah. Sorry.
It says literally takes 2 minutes. So you download it and upload it, and I can't even make a cup of tea in the time it's like, it's done. It's brilliant.
Yeah. I'll mention why we have to do it as well, because although everything is generally 20% VAT, that all works out fine. But if it's a 0 rate item or a 5% rated item, and the purchaser of that item has been VAT registered with Amazon, they can buy your item less to tax, so they can buy a net value. Now, if you have your Kellogg's 10 packs of Kellogg's cornflakes for £20, say £22, £24, make it easier. If it's £24 you're selling it for, then it should be that full £24 that you get. But if you set the tax code wrong to be 20%, the purchaser will buy that for £20. Yep. You've just lost £4 because they've taken the VAT off of that. So you must make sure that your zeros and your 5% are set correctly.
So if you're doing that if you sell lots of cheap and small groceries like mustard and tomato sauce and what have you, you may think, oh, that's okay, you're only losing 20p. You might have 10 of those sales a month, and then 20 or 30 in the quarter, and that soon builds up, and you're just basically giving away money.
Absolutely.
But a simple upload and download will take, as I said, literally like 90 seconds. It's worth it.
Yeah, so I'll just show you what we need to do. So let's just make sure that you've got one for each market. So let's just say that we do the UK market. So we just download that file. There is the, I'll just show in folder. And then on Amazon, go to inventory, add products via upload. choose file. You can't do drag and drop with Amazon, it's a bit dated, so just choose file. Can't remember where I put. Yeah, this is it. The VAT codes, make sure it's the right country. So choose that file. And then make sure the right correct file name is here. And then just upload. Ah, it lost it. Great. Hang on one sec. Let's do that again. And then upload.
So I'm a real simpleton with my software and my tech. So I literally go into the last downloaded document and upload the last one I downloaded. I don't have to find it then.
Well, that's it. That really is a simple. Then you'll get. Say it's downloading and it's processing, and then at some stage it will say it's processed. And that really is it. That's it. It's done. So if you in all of the markets, then you need to do it for each market.
Okay.
So you need to do it for ESDE and LL, and you have to go into marketplace. You can't load it into the UK marketplace.
Okay.
You need to load it into the relevant marketplace. You know how to pick that. You just pick the marketplace that's on the top drop down of Amazon, and make sure just go through exactly the same process. Inventory, upload via upload your inventory via file. So it's that simple. So other reports that you got on here are the Amazon fulfilled inventory report. Now this is the exact same report that you can download from Amazon. But the difference with this is that it has your COGS included. And this is useful for when your accountant wants to know what your stock valuation or stock take was at a particular period. Normally, it'd be your company year end. And with accountants, they don't tend to leave that your accounting months in our account end of year is June, and we've not even been started on our end of year accounts yet. So it could be January, but he'll want to know what your valuation was on the 30th of June 2020. So the simplest way to do that is to go and to download the Amazon inventory report and pick that particular date. So I said June 30th, bang, there. And then once that's done, that will have our valuation as of June 30th.
Wow.
Just send that off to the accountant, because otherwise you need to download a report yourself from Amazon and then add in all your COGS. Can you imagine doing that, adding all your COGS in again on another sheet?
Wow.
For everything you sold in the last year. That's just ridiculous. So this just does all that for you. So then you download that and then zip that off to your accountant and say, right, your job.
I love that, your job. Pass over. This one takes a little bit longer to download because obviously it's all of your stock and it's getting live data from Amazon. That's why it takes a bit longer. So let's have a look at another one. Oh no, it's done. I spoke quickly at that ping. Really quickly. Okay. So how would you go about downloading that one if you wanted to put it into an Excel file or a Google Sheets to give to your accountant? Just same.
Well, you don't. The thing is, you don't, because it's a file that you don't have to put it into a sheet. You can do, but it's exactly the same process. Just download it again.
So you could download it and upload it into an email.
Yes, that's what we do.
Love that. Okay.
Because it's just a text file, which is actually a tab delimited file that he can load into the sheet. There's no need for you to load it into the spreadsheet. Just download it. There you go. Or most accountants just say, just drop it into my Dropbox, my Google Sheets, my Google Drive, and there you're done.
Awesome. So what else have we got? We've got replenish. So I love the replenishable ones. Can we do my
replenish?
I love replenish ones. Okay.
Replenish report is right. So let's download that one. Again, we'll move and copy that into a sheet.
So this report is just a really good way to manage your replenishables, or can you predict how many things you need?
You can use, let me get it in.
Yeah, sorry, I've jumped the gun a bit. I'm a bit excitable. Literally drag, drop. So the only thing you're changing there is the replace current sheet. Everything else stays the same.
Yeah, and you don't have to. You can say create a new sheet if you want to, you know. So this here is the sheet. So this you can see all demo screws, nothing real in here. But what you can do is in here. It says to cover.
Okay.
So say if you wanted to cover 45 days.
What do you mean by cover? Sorry.
So in other words, so what you've got with Replenish, you've got all these averages. So you've got everything that you are currently selling, and it doesn't matter if you're in stock or out of stock. You've got it tells you how many you've got. So it'll tell you what roughly you sell per 30-day period or 90-day period or an estimated 30-day period. So if you sell one a day on average of an item, then your average sales are average one per month. Your average sales is going to be one per month. So if you wanted 45 days worth of cover, you'd want to buy 45.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so that's 45 days, or you've got 30 days cover, you're going to be, so it's just all it's doing. It's just taking the figure you put in there and multiplying it by the average number of sales at any time.
Are they, sorry, are they your sales? It's not generic data?
No, these are based on your sales.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because you can't really any generic data. I mean, the Keeper can give you some, but in Amazon's replenish process is a bit screwed up because I don't know if you've ever noticed, Amazon will say you need 300 items to replenish, and you've only ever sold 10. Exactly. It's just like it's absolute crap.
Yeah, so the score go down. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So what you've got in here is when you put this calculation here, it'll tell you how many units you need to stock. It'll tell you what the purchase price is, what your other costs are, you know, what your unit price is, and it just tells you how many to buy of each item. So you could say, like, I only want to cover the next 10 days. Then it will tell you that you need to restock so many units. Now, there's nothing showing up here because this is demo data, but if you download this report on your own SDK system and have a play around it, you'll see all these figures change. You'll see the total purchase cost, other costs, your estimated price, estimated ROI based on the number you put in there. Now, there are different types of average you can use. So let me just open this up. So if you read in here, it says, average to use. Cut and paste one averages from below to use it into cell D2. Now this is cell D2 here, yeah, D2. You've got average sales over 30 days estimated. What that does is mainly for large scale that never really go out of stock, but they may go out of stock at some point. So this says, right, if you sold 10 items between the 10th and the 20th, because before the 10th you're out of stock and after the 20th you're out of stock, then if you sold 10 items in 10 days, well that's 11 days, let's say 10 days, then it will say your average for the month is 30, not 10, divided by 30.
That's really clever.
So it's really for big sellers. Yeah, if you tend to buy 3s and 10s and 20s of a certain amount and they sell out within, you know, the 30-day period, selling say an average of half a day or 1 or 2 days, then you'd want to use probably this average here, which is the actual 30-day average, or you can use the actual 90-day average. And all you do is you copy that and then paste it in there, and then what will happen is that you can't see it here, all of these stock units will change because they're using a different average.
So it's really interesting to play about to see how much money you need to spend if you wanted to hold a set number of days in stock. But actually, the really, really good use for this is if you know you're going away for a week or a family holiday, you know how much stuff you need in Amazon to cover you while you're away. If you're used to replenishing on a monthly basis, and actually, you know, you can't replenish in August because you're away, you could hold 60 days of stock rather than 45. It's a really good way of working with your lifestyle if you're not around.
Yes.
Have a short holiday. I love this.
Yeah, I was going to say you're an expert on this. Maybe you should. You should do a video on exactly how you use it. Yeah. a lot of people do actually love this this port, and there is an online version of this as well in SDK, but it's a lot quicker and easier just by pumping in the numbers, and you can see it straight away. Whereas on SDK, if you're a small user, then you can use the online version.
It's still, even if you're quite a small seller, it's still really interesting to see, because you don't really want to be replenishing every 7 days. You want to get off the wheel and actually add new stock. So if you're forever constantly chasing your tail, constantly replenishing, you know, the same 20 items, you're never going to grow. So it might be quite good to see, okay, I'd like to hold 21 days of stock, 3 weeks. And if you put it in and you've got your own live data in there, it will tell you how much you need to spend. So you might actually only need to spend 45 quid. And that might be money well worth spending. So
true.
A lot of people stay on the same hamster wheel because they're just constantly kind of trying to replenish the same stuff. So when I started, I tried to hold some of the stuff for a bit longer so I could focus on growing new SKUs. Awesome. That's definitely what it's fun to play around on that, because you can't, as long as you just touch those first B2 columns, as long as you just touch that column, you can't really break it. It's quite fun to see.
No, that's right. Yeah. I mean, there's a few formulas in there. If you break it, so just discard it and download it again and start again. No big deal.
So the reports, we're a bit limited with our video today because my Zoom, I need to get the professional Zoom. So we've got about 5 minutes left.
Okay. Well, I think that's really about it for the reports. I mean, we've gone through them all there.
What's customer returns?
Well, customer returns is just that there's nothing on there apart from the actual returns. It's the same report you pull down from, but again, it will just have your cogs added onto it, so you know.
I've never seen that one.
No, there's lots of reports put on here that are just normal Amazon reports. There are more reports going to be on here, which are going to be more to do with your analysis of your business, your orders, and summary of months and things like that. But that's to come. But when they do, they'll be just here, and you download them, and you've got all your business in a spreadsheet to play around with.
As soon as STK brings out, or normally obviously you bring out anything new, we will add a video. So we will always make sure that we try and do how-to videos for all the new stuff. So the reports are really good. So how would you get STK if you want to try it out? Do you have to buy straight away, or can you try it out if you want to have a play? And is this part of a trial? Do you have access? Can you try it out and literally access all of this?
Yeah, absolutely everything. It is a 14-day trial. You do need to sign up for the 14-day trial, but nothing will be taken out of your account until the 14 days. If you don't like it, you just cancel. But you have access to absolutely everything, except for the FBA reconciliation, which doesn't have, you get access to that until you are a full paying subscriber. Yeah.
Because that's just mind-blowingly amazing, and that needs to be given a value. You can't have that bit for free because it is.
Absolutely.
But this is great. It's very interesting. So you can access all your numbers, you can see your profit and loss, your dashboard, and you can play with all of these reports in your free trial. So I'll put a link in underneath this and also in the Facebook group. So until we make another video, I love doing these. They're really good fun. Until we make another video, I'm going to say bye for now, and I'm sure we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.